Once upon a time in a forest not too far away, there lived a bear named Benny who loved to wear fancy boots. Now, this wasn't your average pair of boots. They were knee-high, sky blue, and had little pink laces. Benny loved these boots more than anything in the entire world, especially more than honey. And he wore them everywhere, even to the grocery store, which was really annoying because he couldn't get them to match his outfits. He paired them with dresses, with sweaters, with overalls, you name it. He tried it, and it just didn't look right. But Benny didn't care. He loved his boots, and that was all that mattered. One sunny afternoon, Benny was strolling through the forest wearing his favorite boots when he heard a loud crash followed by a chorus of giggles. He turned around and saw Sammy the squirrel, Susie the skunk, and Sally the deer doubled over with laughter. "What's so funny?" Benny asked with a frown. "Why do you always wear those silly boots?" Sammy asked between giggles. "They're not silly," Benny said, puffing out his chest. "They're stylish, and besides, they're my favorite." The other animals stopped laughing and stared at Benny's boots in disbelief. "Your favorite? Those things are an eyesore," Sally said. "I don't want to be mean, but you're the only animal in the forest who isn't barefoot. Why is that?" Benny felt his cheeks burn with shame. For the first time, he wished he could be like the other animals and go barefoot. Maybe they were right and he was just being stubborn. With a sigh, Benny took off his boots and put them in his bag. From that day on, Benny never wore his fancy boots again. And although the other animals had stopped laughing at him, they still thought he was a little weird. Just one problem, though. It hadn't stopped raining for weeks. Every morning, Benny woke up and sighed. All the other animals were able to skip happily through the puddles, but he had to stomp through them, which was really uncomfortable and really, really stinky. Then one day, the river overflowed and flooded the entire forest. The animals were in big trouble. They needed to get out of there fast. But where would they go? The mountains were too far, the fields were too wet, and the caves were too dark. Just when they thought all hope was lost, Benny came bounding over a hill. His fur was soaked with water, but a big smile was on his face. "I know just the place," he said. "Follow me." As the other animals looked on in confusion, Benny led them to his house. Sure, it wasn't as fancy as the castle in the clouds or the treehouse in the sky, but it was cozy and, most importantly, dry. Benny opened the door and ushered his friends inside. "Thanks, Benny," Sammy said, hugging him. "We couldn't have done it without you." Susie and Sally nodded in agreement. Just then, Benny noticed something. His boots were sticking out from under a blanket. He felt his face burn with embarrassment. Could they tell he was the weird bear who used to wear boots? Would they laugh at him again? Taking a deep breath, Benny walked over and picked up his boots. Do you guys mind if I change into these?" he asked. The other animals looked at Benny's boots and then at him. "Of course," Sammy said. "In fact, I think we all need a good pair of boots after today." And with that, the four friends set off to find the perfect pair of boots for everyone. And that is the story of how Benny the bear learned to accept himself just the way he was, boots and all. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, little one.